What is the first sound you ever knew? It wasn't a car horn. It wasn't a song on the radio. It was a rhythm. The steady, sure beat of a heart that was not your own. A deep, watery, primal vibration that was your entire world. Before light, before form, there was that sound. That was your introduction to a secret so vast and yet so intimate. It's been hiding in your breath, in your voice, every single day of your life. What if I told you that the most powerful magic spell in the universe is a word you speak constantly, but you've never been told its true meaning? We use words to describe our world, to label a tree, to call a friend, but that's just the surface. What if the very sounds you make with your voice don't just describe your reality, but actually build it, brick by sonic brick? We live in a world of labels handed to us. The name on your birth certificate, your job title, the words people have used to define you: shy, clumsy, not good enough. These are like tags on a product. They tell you what you are, but not who you are. But beneath that noise, hidden in the quiet center of your being, is a vibration, a unique, personal frequency, a sonic signature. This is your true name. It is not merely what people call you. It is the code of your essence. And there is a force, a law of existence as real as gravity, that responds directly to this sound. Once you understand this force, you can begin to rewrite the story of your life from the inside out. This isn't a fantasy. This is a forgotten technology of consciousness, and its user manual is written in the fabric of your own body. Think back. Think of a young child learning to say their name. They fumble with the sounds. Wobert for Robert. Tophany for Stephanie. It's not the correct sound, but when they say it, their entire face beams with a kind of pure, unshakable knowing. They are calling themselves into being. They feel the power in the sound. Then we gently correct them. No, sweetie, it's Robert. We teach them the proper label, the one society recognizes. And without meaning any harm, we begin the process. We teach the label, but we let the magic fade. The connection between the sound and the soul becomes a distant memory. Today, that memory wakes up. In this journey, we will travel from the roaring birth of the cosmos to the silent inner universe of your own mind. We will see how the builders of the pyramids and the physicists in their labs today are whispering the same incredible truth. We will uncover why this knowledge feels so familiar, like a song you heard long, long ago. And at the end of this path, I will not only show you a way to discover your own true name, but I will guide you through a simple process to activate it, to make it live inside you again. This is not something you can find in a baby name book. It is a frequency you must feel, a key that fits only one lock, your own heart. But I need you to understand something crucial. Once this door opens, it cannot be closed. Your relationship with your own voice, your own creative power, will be changed forever. What you are about to learn is the reason you sometimes feel a longing for something more, a pull towards a destiny you can't quite name. The key to that destiny is a sound, and it's waiting for you to remember it. So, make the choice to listen. What comes next is everything. To understand the power of your own name, we must first listen to the universe introducing itself. And it's anything but silent. Imagine for a moment that you could hear the sun. Not its light, but its sound. A deep, roaring nuclear furnace. Or the planets in their orbits. Not a vacuum of silence, but a complex, gravitational hum. Scientists have actually translated these electromagnetic vibrations into sounds we can hear, and it creates a symphony, a cosmic choir, singing the story of existence. This is not a poetic metaphor. This is the literal foundation of everything that is. Let's look at the blueprint. To understand the nature of reality, we must journey into the realm of the very small, the quantum world. Here, physicists uncovered a discovery that completely upended our traditional view of existence. When you break down something as familiar as a piece of wood, a drop of water, or even your own hand into its tiniest components, you do not find solid little particles as expected. Instead, you find something far stranger: tiny, vibrating strings of energy. Imagine these as the unseen strings on a cosmic guitar, each vibrating at its own unique frequency. When a string vibrates in one pattern, it becomes an electron. When it vibrates in another, it forms a quark. This implies that the difference between the screen you are looking at and the air you are breathing boils down to the speed and pattern of these vibrations. What we perceive as solid matter is in truth an illusion. Our universe is a dynamic, vibrant dance of moving, singing energy. To bring this concept into a more tangible form, consider the analogy of a radio. You cannot see music or hold a song in your hand, yet it is all around you, invisible and real. When you tune your radio to 1.3 FM, you adjust it to catch a specific frequency, allowing the invisible waves to become sound. Similarly, you are like a biological radio receiver. Your beliefs, thoughts, and, most importantly, the words you speak act as the dial, tuning into which station of reality you choose to experience. This understanding is far from new. Ancient mystics from Egypt and Greece had intuited this very truth long before modern science confirmed it. They articulated it as the principle of vibration, one of the 7 core laws of the universe recorded in the Hermetic texts. As they stated plainly, nothing rests, everything moves, everything vibrates. These early sages grasped the cosmic symphony that underlies all existence. Thousands of years before, technology gave us the tools to observe it. But how do we see this invisible force? How do we watch sound build matter? We look at a science called cymatics. Here's how it works. Scientists place a plate covered in sand or water on a speaker. When they play a single, pure tone through it, something magical happens. The loose particles don't just jump around randomly, they arrange themselves into perfect, beautiful, geometric shapes. A low sound might create a simple circle. A higher, more complex sound creates a star, a hexagon, a pattern of incredible detail. Look at that. This is a monumental truth made visible. Sound gives instruction to formlessness. An invisible, silent vibration travels through the air, hits the plate, and commands physical matter to fall into a specific, intelligent order. It is a direct demonstration of force creating form. Now consider this. Your body is over 60% water. Your brain, your blood, your cells are mostly water, constantly vibrating. What patterns are the sounds in your life creating inside you? The music you listen to? The words you speak to yourself in the mirror? The conversations you have with others? Your voice is not just moving through air. It is a sculpting tool, etching patterns of health or disease, peace or stress into your very being. The pattern you speak is the pattern you seek. Our ancestors didn't have cymatics machines, but they had something else: direct experience with this power. They knew the creative force of sound was the source of all things, and they built this truth into the heart of their spiritual traditions. Let's start with the Bible, the Gospel of John. It begins with a famous line, "In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God." The original Greek term used here is logos. This is crucial. Logos doesn't mean a written word in a book. It means the underlying, intelligent, creative principle of the universe. It is the divine vibratory pattern that spoke existence into being. The universe is God's spoken word. In Hinduism, the sacred syllable A-U-M or O-M is considered the primal sound of creation. It is the vibration from which all other vibrations emerge. It's not just a word to chant. It is the sound of the universe itself. Chanting it is like tuning your personal instrument to the fundamental note of cosmic reality. The ancient Egyptians believed in a power called Hu, the creative utterance of the gods. The god Ptah was known as the sculptor of the earth. How did he sculpt it? He conceived the idea of things in his heart, and then he spoke their names with his tongue. By naming them, he gave them form and function. The name held the essence and the blueprint of the thing itself. This is all breathtaking on a cosmic scale. But what does it mean for you right now in your daily life? It means your body is not just listening to the universe, it is listening intently to you. When you speak, you don't just hear the sound with your ears. Your entire body feels the vibration. Your skull bones conduct the sound. Your chest cavity resonates. The water in your cells carries the vibration. Your voice is a massage or a shockwave from the inside out. But the real listener is your brain. Inside your brain is a tiny, ancient structure called the reticular activating system, or RAS. Think of your RAS as the most dedicated personal assistant you could ever have. Its job is to filter the millions of bits of information coming at you every second and only bring to your conscious attention what it decides is most important. And how does it decide what's important? It takes its orders directly from you, from the words you say and the beliefs you hold. Let's say you constantly tell yourself, "I'm terrible with money, I'm always broke." Your faithful RAS hears this and says, "Okay, boss, wants evidence of being broke. I'm on it." It will then filter your reality to show you every bill, every expensive repair, every friend who has more than you. It will make you blind to opportunities for extra income, to moments of abundance, to simple financial wins, because you have given it a command with your words. Conversely, if you start saying, "I am capable with money, opportunities for abundance find me easily," your RAS will start tuning your radio dial to that station. It will highlight the job lead, the unexpected check, the clever way to save. You are programming your own perception. This is why the two most powerful words you will ever speak are "I am." Whatever follows those words, your entire being, your quantum particles, your biology, your nervous system, snaps to attention and begins the work of making it so. Your RAS goes into overdrive. You are issuing a cosmic command. What you claim after "I am," you are calling home. The universe is a symphony. Your life is the song you choose to sing, and every word is a note. Now that you can read the sheet music, what kind of masterpiece will you create? So you hold this incredible power. You are a walking, talking universe maker, your voice a tool of creation. This knowledge should feel like a superpower. So why does it so often feel like a struggle? Why does life so frequently feel like you're reacting to a world that happens to you instead of a world you are consciously building for yourself. This is the great paradox. The power is innate. It is natural. It is your birthright. But from the moment you arrive, a process begins. A gentle, consistent, and overwhelmingly powerful process of forgetting. We are born into a world of noise, not just sound, but noise with a capital N. The constant chatter of opinions, the relentless hum of advertising telling you what you lack, the drama of the news cycle, the curated perfection of social media feeds. This isn't just background sound, it's a vibrational storm. Real-life example. Imagine your true name, your core frequency, is a single, pure note from a flute. It's beautiful, clear, and uniquely yours. Now imagine that flute is trying to play its song in the middle of a packed, roaring rock concert. There are guitars screaming, drums pounding, and thousands of people shouting. Can you even hear the flute? Would you even know it's there? This concert is the accumulated static of the world. It's so loud, so all-consuming, that the gentle internal sound of your own spirit becomes the hardest thing to hear. We are so busy listening to the noise outside that we forget how to listen to the signal within. The forgetting begins in small, well-meaning ways. Remember the child learning their name? We taught them the label, the proper spelling, the socially acceptable pronunciation. But we never taught them the magic. We never said, "This sound is your personal key to the universe. Feel its power in your chest when you say it." Language itself becomes reduced. It becomes a transactional tool. Pass the milk. Finish your work. What is your job title? We are taught that words are for describing, requesting, and complaining. We are never taught they are for creating. We learn to use our power carelessly, even against ourselves. Think about the phrases we say without a second thought. "This job is killing me. I'm sick with worry. That scared me to death. I'm so broke." We treat these as just figures of speech. But remember the RAS. Remember the body that hears every word. You are literally, vibrationally, commanding your energy to align with being killed, being sick, being scared, and being broke. You are using your creative power to build a prison, and then wondering how you got locked inside. This is how we are taught to give our power away. Through gossip, we give it to other people's dramas. Through complaint, we give it to our problems. Through self-criticism, we give it to our fears. We let the world write its story on us, and we speak that story back, cementing it as our reality. Now we arrive at the difficult but essential question. If this knowledge is so liberating, why isn't it the first thing we learn in school? Why is it not common knowledge? The uncomfortable truth is that a system, whether it's a consumer economy, a political structure, or a social hierarchy, functions most smoothly when people feel a sense of lack, of incompleteness, of powerlessness. A person who is connected to their inner power is a difficult person to control. They cannot be sold a new car to fill a void they don't feel. They cannot be convinced to hate a neighbor because they are secure in their own identity. They cannot be made to believe their salvation lies outside of themselves, in a product, a politician, or a pill. Think about it. An advertisement's entire purpose is to make you feel that you are not enough without what they are selling. It creates a problem, bad skin, boredom, loneliness, and then presents itself as the solution. But if you know that your sense of worth and joy comes from an internal, unshakable connection to your own power, the ad loses its force. You are immune. Your true name is the key to that immunity. It is the password that unlocks the door to your own inner authority. They don't want you to know your true name, because your true name is your declaration of independence. It is the realization that the strings you thought were tied to you were never actually tied. You were just holding on to them. The great forgetting was not necessarily a malicious plot. It was a gradual process, a byproduct of a world that values outward achievement over inner alignment. But knowing this is your greatest advantage. It means the prison door was never locked. It was just closed, and you have the strength to push it open. The silence you need to find your name isn't just the absence of sound. It is the courageous act of turning away from the static and listening, for the first time in a long time, for your own song. The diagnosis is clear. We have been swimming in a sea of noise, mistaking the chaotic waves for the entire ocean. But here is the most important thing to remember. The static did not destroy your signal. It only made it harder to hear. Your true name, your essential frequency, did not go anywhere. It has been there all along, a quiet, steady hum beneath the chaos, waiting for you to remember the tune. Reclaiming your power is not about learning something new. It is about remembering something ancient. It is a homecoming. This is not a race. It is a return. Let's walk the path back to your sound. You cannot hear a whisper in a hurricane. The very first, non-negotiable step to finding your true name is to create islands of silence in your life. This is not about emptying your mind or achieving a perfect state of Zen. It is much simpler than that. It is about turning the volume down on the world so you can turn the volume up on yourself. This means intentional quiet. It means creating a space, even for 5 minutes a day, where you are not consuming no phone, no music, no podcast, no conversation. Find a comfortable seat. Close your eyes if it feels right. For the first minute, just listen to the sounds outside of you. The hum of the fridge, a bird singing, a car in the distance. Don't judge them, just notice them. Let them be. Then, for the next minute, bring your attention to the sound inside of you. The sound of your own breath moving in and out. The faint pulse you might feel in your ears. This is the sound of you, being you. This is the blank canvas. This is the reset. To hear the sound that sets you free, you must first be willing just to be. This practice of quiet listening does something remarkable to your nervous system. It signals safety. It tells your body and your RAS, the emergency is over. We can listen for our own guidance now. This is the fertile ground where your true name can begin to sprout. We have been trained to think of words only for their dictionary definition. But to find your true name, you must rediscover their texture, their landscape, their feel. Your body is the instrument, and it's time to learn how to play it. Simple practice. Let's play. Right now, if you can, make a sound. Hum, just a simple. Feel where it vibrates in your body, in your chest, in your lips. Now try along like the doctor asks to see your throat. Feel that? It might resonate deeper, more openly. Now try an E. Feel how it lifts to the roof of your mouth, behind your eyes. Each sound has a home in your body. The Om traditionally vibrates in the skull and third eye. The Hu can feel like it centers in the heart. You are not just making noise, you are mapping the sacred geography of your own being. You are learning which rooms in your inner house each sound turns on the light in. This is the language your soul understands, the language of vibration and sensation. not grammar and spelling. Your true name will be a sound that makes you feel whole, expanded, and powerfully calm. Finding your true name is not like picking a new username online. It is an act of sacred archaeology. It is the gentle, patient process of brushing away the layers of dust, the labels, the expectations, the hurts, to uncover the treasure that was buried there all along. Your true name is not necessarily the name on your driver's license. It is a sound, a syllable, or a set of tones that feels like a key sliding into a lock deep within your spirit. It is the sound of your most authentic, unbounded self. So, how do you find it? You listen for the echoes of it in your life. What is a sound that has always brought you deep peace? The sound of ocean waves, the wind in pine trees, the crackle of a fireplace? Was there a word or a nonsense sound you loved as a child that you would repeat over and over for the simple joy of it? In moments of peak joy or profound connection, what did that feeling sound like? Not the words you said, but the inner tone of the experience. If you had no name, no history, and you stood at the edge of a new world, what sound would you use to call yourself into existence? What sound feels like you? It might be a power word, like courage or peace. It might be a sacred syllable from an ancient language. It might be a vowel sound, like ah or oo. It might even be a new name you choose for yourself that resonates with the person you are becoming. Trust the feeling, not the thinking. Your mind will analyze. Your body will answer. Once you have a sound, a name, a syllable that resonates with you, the work moves from discovery to activation. Knowing the key is one thing. Using it to start the engine is another. This is where magic becomes tangible. This is a simple ritual, a daily tuning of your instrument. Find a quiet space where you won't be disturbed. Sit comfortably. Place your hands on your heart or let them rest gently on your knees. Take 3 deep, slow breaths. Feel your body settle. Feel your feet on the floor. You are grounding yourself. Now, in a soft voice, almost a whisper, begin to speak your true name. Don't just say it. Feel it. Let the vibration move from your core, up through your chest, and out of your mouth. Let it wash over you. Feel it in your bones. Feel it in the water of your cells. Imagine this sound is a warm, golden light. With each repetition, this light fills you up, starting from your core and expanding outward, pushing out any darkness, any stagnant energy, any old, limiting story. It is clearing the static and amplifying your signal. Do this for just 2 to 3 minutes each day. Consistency is the secret. You are not just repeating a word. You are impressing a new frequency upon your very being. You are reminding every part of yourself of its true, powerful nature. With every sound, you reclaim your crown. This is not a one-time event. It is a practice. It is a conversation with your own soul. Some days, the connection will feel strong and clear. Other days, it might feel faint. This is normal. The simple act of showing up and making the sound is what builds the pathway. This is how you rewire your being for power, for peace, and for purpose. You are no longer just a listener to the symphony. You are picking up your instrument and playing your part. And the song is just beginning. We have traveled a great distance together. We have listened to the universe sing its first song. We have seen how sound sculpts reality from the patterns in sand to the patterns of our lives. We have diagnosed the great forgetting, the static that made us lose our way. And we have begun the journey home, learning to listen for the signal beneath the noise. You have done the work. You have braved the silence and started the sacred archaeology of the self. And now you stand at the threshold. It is time for the final key, the game-changing secret that ties all of this together. The surprising insight that will shift everything from a concept into a living, breathing reality. You have been searching for a word, a specific, fixed combination of letters, a permanent label to hold on to for the rest of your life. What if I told you that search is based on a final, hidden misconception? The ultimate secret, the liberating truth, is this: your true name is not a static word. It is an evolving frequency. It is not a destination you arrive at and then the work is done. It is the current of your becoming. It is the living, breathing melody of your growth. The sound that resonated with your soul at age 15 may not be the one that serves you at 30. The frequency that helped you survive a difficult period may not be the one that will help you thrive in a new chapter. Your true name, at its core, is the sound of your most authentic, empowered self in this present moment. The power was never in finding one perfect, eternal label. The power is in the conscious, daily act of choosing the sounds that align with the person you are courageously choosing to become. You are not a statue carved in stone. You are a symphony. And a symphony has movements. It has quiet moments and soaring crescendos, gentle melodies and powerful rhythms. Your true name is the central theme, but you are the composer, adding new verses, new choruses, and new harmonies with every choice you make, every word you speak, and every day you live. The world wants to give you a single, fixed identity. Your soul offers you a song of infinite possibilities. This changes everything, doesn't it? It means you are not broken, and you do not need to find yourself as if you were a lost object. You are creating yourself constantly. So, starting now, in this very moment, you have a choice. You can continue to speak the old scripts, the words of lack, fear, and limitation that the world handed you. Or you can pick up the conductor's baton and lead the orchestra of your life. This is your new practice. Each morning, ask yourself, who do I choose to be today? What frequency will I embody? Then, choose your sounds accordingly. Speak words of gratitude and feel your energy tune to the station of abundance. Speak words of love and feel your heart become an amplifier for connection. Speak words of strength and feel your entire being align with unshakable resilience. Speak your current true name and feel it anchor you in your power. Your voice is not just a tool for communication, it is a wand. Your words are not just descriptions, they are spells. And your life is not just a series of events, it is the magic these spells create. The world will give you a name to claim, but only your sound can break the chain. The first sound you ever knew was the rhythm of a heart that was not your own, a gift of life. The final sound will be your own. Make it a masterpiece of everything you truly are. Go now. Tune your radio. Listen for your song. Activate your name. Not as a search for an end, but as a joyful embrace of the beautiful, ongoing creation that is you. The most powerful magic was not hidden in a tomb or a secret book. It was inside you all along, waiting in the quiet spaces between your heartbeats, waiting to be spoken. The universe has been listening. It has been waiting to hear your song. It's time you started singing it.